go through the article, we can keep chatting. Okay, now let's move on to this one. This is also according to Reality Blurb. We have the Real Housewives of OC, Heather Dubrow, reacts to Lisa Rinna's exit from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Hence, she's open to joining the show, plus her Kelly Dodd update. This is the thing. Heather Dubrow has been thirsty and desperate to join the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for months now. So I don't know whether you're using the word hints. She's pretty desperate and pretty thirsty with this. I have my thoughts on Heather. We'll get into it. Now let's go. Heather Dubrow addressed Lisa Rinna's exit from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, clapped back at a claim that she herself is, quote, desperate to join the same show, and revealed if she ever would. Girl, you can clap back all day, but you're very, very desperate, sweetheart. And you know how you know you're desperate? You sold your, quote, dream home that you spent years and millions and millions and millions of dollars building virtually overnight to buy a 2-bedroom condo in Century City. So yes, you're desperate to join the show because do you even live in Orange County anymore? So girl, bye. But let's keep going. Lisa was a controversial castmate on the show, and her exit triggered mixed reactions from the fans, many of whom were celebrating. Viewers are now wondering who will replace her, and some believe Lisa Vanderpump and Brandi Glanville are in the running. Side note, please bring LVP. We can leave Brandi Glanville on the curb. We don't need her to come back. Let her keep doing her traders, her Real Ultimate Girls trip, her spiraling on Twitter. She's another Chrissy Teigen. Like, leave them where they be. Like, let them be on Twitter. They don't need to be on our screens. But let's keep going. In an interview with TMZ, Heather addressed Lisa's departure. I think she is iconic, said Heather of the actress, and I support her 100%. Heather, girl, bye. See, this is why we don't need you on the show, Heather. This is why we don't need you. I get it. You and Lisa both were I don't say wannabe actresses in a negative way, but by wannabe actresses, I mean wannabe actresses. You know, you really wanted that actor life, but you never were able to become like the Eileens. You were never to be able to become the Denise Richards. You weren't able to become the Garcelle Bouvets. Because I don't mean wannabe actress like you had to be Meryl Streep, but you never were able to really get into a rhythm where you got continuous, consistent work as a working actress. You know, Eileen Davidson, she is a working actress. Garcelle is a working actress. Denise is a working actress. All of them were able to get consistent work. Whereas Heather Dubrow wanted to be an actress, and that never worked out for her. Lisa Rinna, sure, she had her little soap operas here and there, but I would not call her a working actress. So Heather, just because you identify with Lisa Rinna in the capacity that, you know, this is what your life ended up like, which is no sneeze, especially with Heather Dubrow, I wouldn't be out here being like, I support her 100%, because it makes you look just as evil and conniving and as unnecessary and desperate as she is. But let's keep going. When asked if it's a good idea to take breaks as a housewife, Heather pointed to herself and answered, I think I'm a clear picture of yes. She was likely referencing her own exit from the Real Housewives of Orange County when the star reportedly quit after being demoted. Heather believes that if Lisa wants to return to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, then she should and she will, and it will be amazing. Heather, you're hitching your wagon to the wrong horse. You're hitching your wagon to the wrong horse. The reporter asked Heather about a recent report that she herself is purportedly desperate to join the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, though she's currently on the Real Housewives of Orange County. Sweetheart, I'm not desperate to join anything, she answered. The journalist then asked if she would join. You know, as my husband always says, it depends, said Heather, and the reporter asked her to explain. Her husband, Terry Dubrow, then chimed in, it depends on the size of the diamond. Heather and Terry, the two of y'all are so corny now. They are so corny and dry to me. Anyway, when a different journalist asked Heather if she'd spoken to Kelly Dodd since her husband Rick Leventhal's car accident, Heather shut her car door and the interview was over. So I guess that's a no. Side note, Heather is still in her feelings because Kelly was one of the main people that was telling the cheating allegations that Terry Dubrow was cheating on Heather. So the tea is that Terry had been cheating with one of his office assistants for years. And allegedly, it's like an open secret in Orange County that Terry cheats on Heather, and one of the women that he cheats with is his office assistant. Now, multiple people have said that Terry cheats on Heather. And multiple people have said that this is one of the people that he cheats with. So it wasn't just Kelly Dodd saying this. And this is not me saying this. This is not me making this up, because Heather Dubrow likes to sue people. She's very much like a Diana Jenkins. She's very litigious. You say something that she doesn't like, and you're going to get a cease and desist from her legal team. So Heather, this isn't me making this up. All we have to do is Google this. So don't get your lawyers after me, sweetheart. So she is really in her feelings against Kelly, because Kelly was really going around and talking about these cheating rumors. So let's keep going. When Lisa announced her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills exit, the 59-year-old told People, "This is the longest job I have had in my 35-year career, and I'm grateful to everyone at Bravo and all those involved in the series. It has been a fun 8-year run, and I'm excited for what is to come." Heather, girl, bye. And this is the thing. I actually really like Fancy Pants. I like her. I like Heather Dubrow. Even though I'm reading her for filth right now, because I just got to call a thing. I like her. Where she rubs me wrong is this. She's putting up this front and pretense that her and Terry have all of this money, that they're so rich, right? And then she's putting up this front like her and Terry have this picture perfect marriage and they're so happy together. Yet there's all of these cheating allegations going on. Yet they sold their dream house, to me, under suspicious circumstances. I don't get why they sold that mansion that they built in the OC literally from the ground up. And she literally decorated every single part of that. And they tried to be like, oh no, well, the price was right. Someone came and we just couldn't say no to the offer. That doesn't make any sense, because number one, it was revealed that they put the house on the market, but they did it under the table. It's like some rich people stuff. It's like, am I going to go on Zillow and see her house there? No. But she got Josh Flagg, the guy from, what is it? $1 Million Listing LA. She got him, and he would go to his clients and being like, hey, listen, we have this house on the market. We're not putting it on the sites or anything, but if you're interested, or if you know a buyer, blah, 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 blah. She put her house up. Stop lying and saying somebody knocked on your door, Heather. That's not true. And you also know how we know it's not true, because she was working with that girl, Heather Del Tariq or something like that, whatever her name is, the really, really skinny blonde girl from Selling Sunset. The Heather on that show was working with Heather Dubrow in order to find her a new house, and they ended up getting that 2-bedroom condo in Century City. She did not move to Beverly Hills. She moved to Century City. Don't get me wrong. Century City, and that's also here in Los Angeles. Century City is a very, very nice area. It's very nice. It's very ritzy. It's very shishi. It's very fancy pants, but it's not Beverly Hills. Let's be very clear. It's not Beverly Hills, but it's a very, very nice area. Similar to how it's better than Encino, which is where Kyle Richards and Dorit live. Like, Kyle Richards and Dorit do not live in Beverly Hills. They live in Encino, which is also known as the Valley. So I'm just putting it out there for what it is. That's why I'm saying there's a fly in the milk when it comes to Heather Dubrow, and what she's trying to front is her life. Either they sold that house because of financial reasons, like maybe they built the house and they were unable to keep it up. You buy a big house like that, there's water, there's heat, there's electricity, there's the pool, there's upkeep, there's the mortgage, there's loans. It's a lot of upkeep. It's one thing to get the house, but can you maintain those monthly payments to maintain the house? That's why people go into foreclosure, because they're unable to meet the demand of maintaining the house. Now, I'm not saying this is true of Heather Dubrow and Terry Dubrow, because I don't want them coming after me. I'm just thinking out loud, logically, what would make the most sense. Why would two people who claim to have all the money in the world quietly put their house on the market, from this gazillion, room dream home to then downsize to a 2-bedroom condo in Century City. Now, I'm not saying maybe they're going to buy another house, and they also have 4 children. I know 2 children are in college, but they still have 2 children at home. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm not saying that they're in financial straits or anything, but when other people have done similar moves, we always talk about what's going on in their finances, like Toya Bush on Married to Medicine. When she did a very similar move, spent all this money buying the dream house only to turn around and sell it the next day, we're all like, what's going on with your finances? And then with the cheating rumors, what's going on in the marriage? Maybe there's that stuff going on. That's all I'm saying there. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Heather Dubrow would be a fit on the show, or do you think she's not a fit? I personally don't think Heather is a chemistry fit for Beverly Hills. I think if she was going to transition to another franchise, it should be, I could see her in New York because that's where she's originally from, and she does have a New York energy. I don't see Heather Dubrow from a chemistry fitting in Beverly Hills, but I think she's ready to run from the OC because I think the girls of the OC are tired of her, and I don't know what's going on with her finances and her marriage. And that's why she moved over to Century City. Maybe they're going to buy a new house. Maybe they're going to buy something somewhere. But if she's so desperate to join Beverly Hills, that makes me think she's not buying again in the OC. Like, how would that work? You see what I'm saying? But put it down below. I want to know what you guys think. And Karma, I also want to know what you think. What are your thoughts?
Does Beverly Hills need a second Morticia Adams? Where does she exactly? Does she live in Beverly Hills?